I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
visited Poisson. Maybe we should head over and have a look around.
Hey, Traveler. Paimon.
Oh, Paimon knows that voice!
Over here. To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion. Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my day. I certainly was expecting it.
You can say that again. What brings you to Poisson? Wait, Paimon! You must be here for magic shows, right?
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble, so they're trusting him also for the time being.
Oh,
Yep, along with most of the other members of the Earth. You may have noticed Poisson is a bit more quiet than usual.
so you're saying here the entire organization moved to Poisson? So you've run into more than just a bit of trouble. What's really going on?
Well...
Since the two of you are so curious, perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
You scared Paimon half to death!
Father, you're here.
You know... on second thought, maybe we don't need to know? It's all probably super confidential House of the Heart stuff, right?
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now. Of course, I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved. I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future. As for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? The House of the Hearth. As for the issue at...
What sort?
A rumor that a certain
A phantom child? Who, just hearing the name is giving Paimon the creeps.
A spirit that should have long ceased to... So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble at all. If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might... Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
Of course, Father. It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other siblings. You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy. If you're willing, why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us?
Alright. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny. Oh, wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
Of course. During our stay in Poisson, we've been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day. In fact, today is the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen. Let's go. I'll take you to where we're staying.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Lior tend to stay a while. So it is where many things
Watch
come
where
to
you're
settle.
going. You get hit by my wrench. It's your own darn fault.
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later.
Awesome!
Well, when I happen to run with this many people.
Okay, we'll come with! There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating, but now that we find—
Well, you're more than welcome to come along. Just follow me.
Linny! You're finally here! Supplies.
Brought them with me? Hello? Something caught your eye?
It's the Traveler in Paimon!
No way! Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
One at a time, please. Don't crowd.
Oh, it's of course!
Father told us about—
I heard Paimon eats so much that she ended up in your pantry and for just 3 days! Wait a second! It's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all! Oh, wait! Oh, we don't need to— Come on! Huh? Or—
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but I was poisoned.
Wait, but those are the best things we can give you! Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of some—
All right, Fold Self. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything.
Really? Awesome! It's been so— Yeah, especially if it's—
All right, see you later.
Bye! Lenny, about all that—
When Foltz was Elwar, Chaplot is. I know you two. Filial, supplies are here.
Thanks.
Oh, you're the— It's nice to meet you.
Of course!
Oh.
You must be pretty—
Oh, this is—
It seems like it's
Oh, and after this mission—
Oh,
is it just Paimon?
I heard that.
Oh!
I'm guessing you're referring to—
I bet those
That's enough, Filial.
don't—
Well, that.
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. You're right. Oh, Lenny...
So, what do you think of the members you've met so far? Well, Father... Well, I should probably get...
Of course!
Then let's head out and... Huh? Fremine? What are you doing?
Well...
Hey, nice to see you!
Oh, you too. I heard you're here as...
We were just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember... Were you looking for... Yeah, we've got some
food.
No problem. Give me a second here. Food... Wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any mission... Fremine. You remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work.
Maybe...
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened, does it have something to do with Father?
Yes. Just follow me.
You're back! Oh, and you've brought some fruit with you this time!
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the...
Hi, Lenny. I'm also a child of the House of the Heart, just like you. You can call...
Clairvy?
It's nice. Does that name ring any...
No, not at all. She must be the Phantom Child.
No, I haven't told anyone.
For how long?
About... half a month now.
So ever since...
I know what I'm...
Really? Could you know the rules of the house for...
I've thought it through. And I just can't... Linny, that night, while that feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices, it's happened many times in the House of the Hearth.
So what you're saying is... that was her?
Unless they were... If Clairvy... But she's been I couldn't...
So what's your plan then? You can't...
I haven't thought that far yet.
Come with me.
Those two sure can't... Well, they got a funny way of showing it. No way! They have a really deep bond. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last. The darkness...
I'm sorry, Linny.
Oh, really? You didn't...
Huh?
You know, we grew up together. That later on, when you started calling me Linny...
Linny?
The darkest, and you and Lynette are the
Oh, looks like things are getting kinda... Oh, it's raining. I should put my clothes away. Hey, you two! Hope we are... Oh, wait a minute.
Everything's fine.
Well, we're all...
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should...
What are you getting at, Traveler?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And disputes are less likely to escalate. I... just... Thank you.
Me too.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. That means finding...
I've tried that.
And?
She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
I don't know much about spirits. Do you two have any ideas?
Let's see here. Oh, Pineapple remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's... Oh, it's just that Pine doesn't really remember where she heard that, so...
Well,
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing.
Of course. Alright.
Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2.
I swear.
Whoa!
Lynette!
What a surprise! What do you here, dear sister? And, when exactly...
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, Fremine. You 3 traveled.
Wait, what did we do?
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson. I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation. If you don't agree...
Well, I guess we're all in this together then. There's no time to...
She said she's full, but...
Still,
Does she know that she has already passed...
I've tried to ask her.
Clairvy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Oh, another new... Hello.
Clairvy,
Huh? Isn't it the knave bring...
it's just that...
The roster? The people in this house. Wait.
Is there anyone that can...
Perry.
Have either of you heard of that?
No.
Me neither.
Clairvy, but... Maybe we...
Oh,
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candle.
to... where the sun can... That's... it? Well, that sounds easy enough. The darkness in the...
Okay, time to divide and conquer. I'll try and... Lynette, Fremine, you stay in...
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us?
I really appreciate your willingness to... Let me think.
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want us to distract her.
I'll give you a magic bird. If Father says... Of course, if the worst case scenario, you too. I really hope this...
Osmanthus wine tasted.
It's the knave! And... child! Hey!
Oh, it's you two. I was unconscious. I couldn't have that.
What sort of unfinished...
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I still have
Oh, okay, so,
Unfortunately,
basically, unless but that
Paimon thinks she
it's all thanks to and that's good.
Project Stu.
Yeah, that's the one. Helping Linny and the
And what a sweet little daydream that is. Besides,
when I could.
is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're,
so, dear guests of the House of the...
well, we just, right.
Is that so? Introduction.
Oh, what?
Huh, good question.
The fact that you have to...
Spoken like a true dip.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to...
Wait, don't go!
I'd also I've met some of the members of your organization, which by the way...
And why would I...
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? Okay, I admit.
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious...
Ah, well, nothing. Oh,
Hardly. Although, it would... Call yourself a font...
Huh?
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontanian simply... The primordials...
So, you stayed in...
Good.
Actually, well, I heard that members...
Well, that's only a recent development.
They were that...
Well, the current...
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable... Just imagine. TBLiTZER becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache. Or Tonya...
Okay. Well, Traveler? Alright.
No thanks necessary.
I like...
we should probably get going to...
Oh?
Oh,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. Apologies for not...
We managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you? Oh, I wonder if Linny had any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went. Linny, how did everything go?
Well, long story everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her. But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... Well, oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing...
Good. Really? Well, what... Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
La Puya... Oh, yikes. That artwork. Did he...
Well, I asked him. It was only late.
Wait.
It may seem cruel. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to go as we please. So, if you do try to... Her name's not... Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find any... Fremine...
Sorry. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little...
Strange.
Yeah,
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes, and
That's to be expected, actually. Father, as members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the House, most people would never say that out loud. People like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filial and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But I can't
You think she's...
No, not exact. She's told me about it before.
And they just believe...
Clairvy's words probably get...
Whoa! What's this project?
Sorry, but I'm not sure if the... I only know what Father is... Because the House of the Hearth was so successful...
Wait, but isn't...
Key role is... Father thinks so too. It's just that...
Okay.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go, but it looks like things...
We can only focus on one situation at a time.
You're right. Well, Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filial and the others. Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a...
She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry... You have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler? Oh, well, in that case, we should just play... Look! Look over there! Quick! Let's catch up with her before anyone sees... Over there! Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast! Oh, look! She stopped! Clairvy! Shh! I opened the window will not look how pretty the outside is. If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly. Please, help. Sure. Everyone in this, as long as you're saying... It's just... Everyone thinks she's a mother, but she doesn't deserve... If only Perry were here, she'd understand. Perry? Also, it almost feels like she's not... Well, in any case, it seems she looks so young. Ooh, look at the moon! Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the Perry and I promised, but I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. I should really go talk to Mother. But we just fought. She doesn't... What should I do? really doesn't understand. Well, let's head back. We've got an early morning.
Alright, looks like we're all here.
Oh? What is it?
What makes you ask?
Well, we met the doctor back.
It's possible we're not real. I did hear Father reject.
Secret experiment? Could,
I don't think so.
I don't know any the details of. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and
Alright, that's good. Clairvy seems to think that it's just that it doesn't seem like the easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but...
Father didn't come back. Lynette, you're with me. Alright.
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, perhaps if you had So what are you planning to do now? Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here.
Us?
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry.
The ocean breeze is sure nice.
Children always... Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come...
What should we do? She clearly knows about everything we've been doing and... Oh, good idea. Hopefully, well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Okay, then we probably...
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, I'm glad to...
You're not...
I assume you're... Although, no matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who...
Does that mean you're going to kill it?
Oh, are you here to beg for their love? Any organizing... Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with it. I would imagine Lynette and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filion and Toy and the others... you seem... If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the if their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. Of course. Oh, and here, I believe it takes a
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all. I asked you to meet me here. Well, time to go. It's been a while, Monsieur Neverlet, I must say.
It is only right that, although if I may, I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well.
I'll be departing font. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this.
I understand your request.
I heard you have a certain... A family is like a large... As someone who watches over this, of course, objectively, not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean.
Did you?
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed.
It may have been tainted up.
I seem to recall...
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neverlet, I will and, unless absolutely necessary,
I presume I can...
Tartuffe, of course.
You choose your words carefully indeed.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring...
Indeed. I trust you would not...
All right, Traveler, Paimon. Time.
These newcomers are full of enthusiasm.
So, what exactly were you talking? I only heard you.
You really want to know?
Winnie, I really hope everything's going. Oh, I don't recognize that look. You've got your tiki cap on, don't you?
Oh, shoot. Are you alright? Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going. Well, let me...
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Please, I want to. It's not like it's my fault, really. I was just trying to bring home some extra
What's going on here?
nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident.
Hold on.
Of course I'm happy.
I'll take 3 papers.
Oh! If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably...
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We...
Actually, why don't... I just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to...
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will... That being said, I could be persuaded to give Lenny some extra time. If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite...
Wait.
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Wonderful. When the time comes...
Okay.
That is for you to decide. Then we have a deal. Follow me.
How about we explore the area ahead of us later? What is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. No one comes here anymore. Nor does anyone. It was before I became a harbinger.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. Also, Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children. Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house. Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Tevat. But as for Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on.
So those were the experiments, Claire. You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened, right?
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. Clairvy did, of course. There was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
Wait!
Friend, huh? Clairvy was a cheerful, her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will, even with her body racked with pain.
Oh no.
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever. It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies? Mother. Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success. Clairvy never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross. If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained. Precisely. Death was the only way that she felt she could be free. It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than MR.BLiTZER, the very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle, but ultimately, Clairvy decided to let MR.BLiTZER end her life. From that moment on, MR.BLiTZER's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpse. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She was unsettled, and there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you too.
Crucibini, you mean? But...
Correct. This is the place where MR.BLiTZER killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Only those who survive get to write the rules. MR.BLiTZER won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlechinno.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about... It was you all along. Your
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now, after I defeated, and that is where the story ends.
Yeah, based on what you just...
I suppose you could call... You see, of course. Clairvy died when memory is...
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it...
So if all of that...
Indeed, but... Other times... Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes? But... No matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't...
Wait! Paimon can understand why you might want her gone, but so if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self, she's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for... I hope you understand.
Is this really...
Whatever, could you...
Don't you...
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs. Anger makes you... Well, I do believe...
Here they are, Father.
You gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a first for me. Lenny!
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time. But I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh? Are you... Perry?
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Shh, stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house, and for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll... By traitor...
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to...
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father. Secret Midnight Meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoi, Sato, Toddy. Nantoi clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in.
Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal person. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
I did not. You're lying. Fultz is trying to frame us.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. You were using all those things Clairvy brought up as an excuse to question Father. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out.
You little. You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings?
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're...
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case.
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know, a single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we...
You've been spying.
Filial, Nance White, I owe you both my life. If this were any of...
Why?
That's enough, Filial. I'm sorry, Sheplo.
Sheplo, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors...
All those who betray the house.
And so it shall be.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say, Linny?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did. We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being... So please, Father, please, reconsider.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please. Linny, you...
I also agree with Linny.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different way. Draw your weapons. And...
Our weapon?
Father, are you referring to...
Precisely. The rules of the House will not be altered. Traitors must be punished. However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Wait. Beat Father in a duel?
Impossible. Father is way...
Did you hear that, Traveler? Lenny and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? Can they really win? If they lose, those people from the house are really going to be executed. Hey, are you listening?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
Looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this.
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less, and you may just lose your life.
Stabilize!
It's my turn now.
One with nature! Clouds high, the birds call!
Now for chips!
Close enough. Now that's more like it.
Let the world collide!
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise. Have a taste of purgatory.
Bow your head.
With these rising flames,
Try to pace yourself! Solidify! Order guides you! Village music. Settle down!
Now for chips!
Father's even stronger than I expected.
Not bad. You've proven to be worthy upon an after all. How amusing.
Spare your energy. Running is a blue.
Not bad. You've proven to be worthy upon an after all.
One with nature! As one with wind and cloud!
Spare your
Bow your
energy.
head.
Running is of little use.
Kindness has been seared away.
I see the temperate waters of eons past.
Now for chips!
Over here!
I will have order.
Let the world collide!
Now our chance.
Over here!
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Oh, I know.
I'm sorry, Father!
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
Father, no!
Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
Crimson Moon. I can't move.
Still, not strong enough to beat me. I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand. Brother, are you all right?
Lenny.
Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No! I never thought things would end like this.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution. Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but...
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flame?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away. If you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization. In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you a new identity. Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go, because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, Philip. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
Of course. I'll remember.
Dry your tears, and go pursue...
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Foltz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. And bring... I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours. Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope you have bright futures ahead of you.
Father!
Let's go.
Here, grab my arm, Linny. I'll help you walk back.
Thank you.
Clairvy.
Can we talk now? I've been waiting for a super long time. You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming? What a long dream.
Neither. You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she's that speechless. Oh. Okay then. Huh? That's it? You accepted it just like that? Yep. If that's what Perry says happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she? Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened to her. And to me.
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. That way, the other children would know what happens to traitors. Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me, "For the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die."
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down. But somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't.
Is that so? But it's something Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it. Only freedom that is earned has true value.
That's more than enough. You know, Perry, I think I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places.
Really? Of course! You know, I used to play the loop. That's where more... If I had some... It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother? She... Those yokai you mentioned, what do they look like? I once saw a drawing of this one guy... Oh, it sounds like you're... I was always... But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. The situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial. Oh no. Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around. How'd you do that? Come on, tell me.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting better for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures. But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye. Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
Father?
It's Linny! Hey, Linny! What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filial and the others have left the house.
And you? What have you decided?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only home we've ever known. Lynette and Fremine feel the same way.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas, I must admit. I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility, one not so easily carried by someone forced onto the throne. You're brave. You would do anything.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny.
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero. Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel, I'm not deserving of that title. I'm not strong enough or smart enough.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can heart even without that.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds. If reaching a certain standard were required, strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
I understand, Father.
Children must grow. The road ahead is not—
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand, there are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down. Protecting my family at all costs.
Then you're welcome to stay. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our prey to— At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go. As for the two of you, no matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope we both reach our desired destination.
I see the value in—
Didn't Linny say that Lynette and Fremine were recovering at the Hotel Bouffe d'été?
Much better. What about you? Are you feeling alright?
I knew you'd come out. Oh, Linny and the other members.
I see.
I'm glad. Father
Wait, what?
Crucibina. When I joined a couple of months.
Father took in the...
The last time you...
She said she didn't... The Foundation, that's what Father...
But I still think if Father hadn't taken over the House of the...
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved it, but... he may have our...
Whether the path... So I wanted to say...
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Of course.
Our...
I actually saw them. They didn't recognize. They seemed...